Who else is dreaming about a white pizza? And we're not talking bechamel, heavy cream. No, we're talking about a good dough, a little bit of cheese, and a scorching hot baking steel in our oven. Let's do this. So cheese, this is an old Parm Reggiano. It's like aged for a long time, okay? And this is hard. Secret weapon for all pizzas, right? And then I've got here a low moisture mozzarella. You can see I grade this myself. Always grade your own cheese. And finally, a fresh mozzarella. Always grade your own cheese. I'm gonna explain why here. You see these individual strands? We buy them like this in the packages, but when you buy it pre-shredded, these are coated with a starch. And those starches tend to brown too early. So what we do is we shred it ourselves and then we put it into the freezer. Another little secret here is after I shred my cheese, I place my bowl in the freezer for just a few minutes. What that's gonna do is slow the cooking process down so it doesn't brown too fast. Always throw down enough flour, pile it up there. Place my dough right inside that flour pile. Flip it over a couple of times, just so it doesn't stick. We can always knock this extra flour off afterwards. And now I'm gonna lightly just press into this dough. Remember, we fermented this dough for 3 days, so the glutens are totally relaxed and broken down a little bit. It's gonna make this real easy to stretch. Now I'm gonna go to the back of my knuckles. And meanwhile, I'm gonna get my peel lightly dusted with a little bit of semolina flour and a little bit of flour. Less is more, but those are my ball bearings. Place this aside. Once I get this dough onto my knuckles, I'm gonna kind of lightly work around the perimeter and let gravity do all the work. I get my dough on top. This thing feels like a cloud, doesn't it? So nice, so pretty. Just get a little jiggle, a little shake, and this dough should slide like a hockey puck. If it doesn't, just pick up that corner that's sticking maybe, toss a little bit of flour underneath it, and we're good. Toss a little bit of oil on that dough. Remember that cheese? Well, it's frozen now, right? Just carefully distribute the cheese on top. That's it. Frozen. Ugh. Small pieces of fresh mozz, frozen. Frozen pieces of sour, need a chainsaw. One last little shake. Once that broiler kicks in, I'm gonna launch right on top of my baking steel. Back of the peel to the back of the steel, just kind of shake it off like a hockey puck. That's it. I always start with my timer on about 2 minutes, because after 2 minutes, I'm gonna open the oven up, give this pizza a little peek, maybe turn the broiler off, and then bake it for 2 more minutes on my baking steel. All right, let's take a peek inside. Looking mighty fine. Give us a little rotation. Let this cook for about 2 more minutes. How's underneath looking? It's hot, it's good. Looking good. Underneath, beautiful. Now for the finishing touches, a little Parmesan. Maybe a little bit of basil. Isn't that gorgeous? And now, the best part.